Hey guys, I'm Victoria and welcome back to Femhead. Today I kind of want to share the books I've been reading over the past couple months. It's been an odd combination of things I've been interested in, and that's definitely reflected in the books I'm choosing to read. So anytime I'm interested in a new topic or an extension of a topic, I will go to books. So the first book that I want to talk about is one I read a few months ago, and it's the book Pussy, and I will I will put a photo of it right here because I've lent it out currently. And the biggest takeaway from that book was I needed to do a better job at self-care and pampering myself, taking time to go that extra little inch for yourself. And so how this manifested was I started putting more effort and time into my skincare routine, realizing that I needed to add a few more products there, that my skin was really asking for that. I've seen a great improvement and a benefit from that. And then also, taking time to rub lotion on my skin after a bath or a shower. Normally I just like hop and go and gotta get to the next thing. Other things that I've really enjoyed is taking time to prepare nutritious, healthy meals, and not just that, but enjoying the process. Even when it was just me, I will arrange my food on my plate in a certain way so it looks, if I was going to give it to someone important or if I was serving it at a restaurant, how would I do it? And I do that, and I do it for me, which is fun. And then also taking the time to keep my house tidy. She just talks about this idea of like preparing your space and preparing this life for the most important person in your life. If someone like really important was coming to visit you, how would you present your house? What would you cook them? How would you dress? And then you do all of that, but you do it for yourself. Like, you are the very important person. I don't know, something about it clicked within my mind. So the first book that I read that kind of fell within this realm of female libido, sexuality, orgasm, pleasure was She Comes First, which I will put a picture of right here because I rented it from the library. And I read this book in a matter of days. I was a bit hesitant to read or believe in at first because it was written by a man to men about women, and it just seemed a little like mansplaining to me. But I really appreciated his information and his approach. I remember like texting two of my friends to be like, oh my god, did you know like how involved a clitoris is? Just like, this is just incredible and mind-blowing information that I didn't know before. And then that led me into reading Come As You Are. I'll put a picture of that right here. And that is one I'm still working through. I actually went and bought it. And it's one of those that it has a lot of good information, but it can be a little dull at times. So it's not one that's like a super big page turner for me. And I kind of go through like moods of wanting to read it and not wanting to read it. But that one has been very interesting as well. Come As You Are kind of looks into the psychology behind libido and what are like turn-ons and turn-offs and how women differ in their libido, how it's different, and it's not a one-size-fits-all, and so it's not one solution that's going to fit everything, and it's just kind of learning about it but then understanding your own. But I've enjoyed that one. And then the other one I got, which has a not terrifying title but has an overwhelming title and an overwhelming cover, is this book, Extended Massive Orgasm. It was referenced to in a lot of kind of what I was reading when I was like looking stuff up online. So I thought, right, like I gotta get this one, I gotta see what it's all about. And it is one that's, chock full of great information. It's another one of those that I'm still working through. And then moving topics completely, I went on a cruise recently with Michael's family, and there was a library on the ship, which I thought was cool. And I can't be around books without looking at them. And I found this book called The Importance of Being Little. It was about the importance of letting kids be kids, kind of how we're forcing younger and younger kids to fit into the strict education system that we have. And I'm talking about the US specifically right now. And it just kind of talks about how we're forcing preschoolers to, you have to start younger to get ahead and to make it in life. They don't learn like that at that age, and how they learn through play and conversation and just discovery, which I thought was very interesting. I am kind of obsessively interested in the psychology behind parenting and like raising tiny humans. Something about that is mind-boggling to me, and I just think it's really cool. And so I enjoy reading parenting books, even though it's gonna be a few years until I'm a parent. Probably, who knows? Anywho, I really enjoyed it, and me and Michael actually ended up reading most of it together, and this resulted in some like really great conversations between the two of us about, you know, what we want for the future and our thoughts on raising kids and how we were raised and how that influences how we want to raise our kids. But it was a really, really good book, and so I recommend it. But then we had a day in Florida where I was like, I want another book, and I was kind of on the roll of that. And so I went to this bookstore that was next to our hotel, and I ended up getting the book Skinny Bitch Bun in the Oven. And I had read their original book, so like normally I would be turned off by the title Skinny Bitch, but I'd read the original book, and it's just about like vegan nutrition and diet, and I really liked it. So I saw this one, and I had like saw somewhere else where I was like, okay, I want to read this book, so I got it. And it's just about nutrition and diet while you're pregnant, and that's something else that I'm interested in, kind of along the same lines of where I find, you know, the psychology behind parenting fascinating. The whole realm of being pregnant, growing someone inside of you and giving birth, absolutely fascinating. And I've been really drawn to just kind of vegan nutrition, especially surrounding pregnancy recently. So I was drawn towards that book. I had 2 plane rides to get home from Florida, finished it in a matter of hours while I was on that plane, just because I would just gobble it up as one of those books that was a real page turner for me, and it was filled with great information, and I just think they're hilarious, and I love how they put everything into perspective. And so going forward from here, I'm feeling myself drawn towards more nutrition books, more parenting books, more pregnancy books, which is odd combination, but I think I'm going to continue delving into those arenas just because it's what I'm curious about right now. And I always kind of let myself read what I'm curious about because I've discovered some really great things through that. And yeah, if you have any recommendations of books to read within that area, recommend them down below. That is what I have to say today about all these books. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!